now time to work.
305, my city, my city. My favorite stops on the road, Ed, and I'm sure the same applies to the visiting players.
No more time on the beach. It's time to hoop it up here in South Florida. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Rises for the slam.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
Walker to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. To Cantor. Can't connect from in close. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Cantor. And it's Cantor. Missed his first. That one goes.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
You're on the island now. Let's go. Pick him up. Pick him up. Match up, baby.
And draws the foul.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Boston with the basketball. Walker. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Walker. Curling inside. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. And counted at the rim.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Walker into the front court. The score 10-8. Down to 5 on the 24. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Waller into the front court. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. And look out. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Kemba Walker. Has a look. Beasley's shot won't go. And Jimmy Butler, deep two there, won't go. Desperation shot here from half, knocks it down at the buzzer from half court. He lined it up perfectly. What an end to the first quarter. One of those games, every shot seems to be going down. Walker. Gets it in the right corner. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. From long range. Gilgeous-Alexander forcing one there. Well defended.
I got him.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Bam, Adebayo.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Walker.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed it.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Tatum gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Walker. The Heat have the rebound. And the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Celtics have it. Walker. Probing the defense. Walker not going down here. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. Here's a chance from long range. Adebayo the rebound. He'll let one fly from half court. So the difference, 3 points as we've reached the break. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Heat are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. A close margin like this makes for a great game for the fans, but a headache for the coaches. I'm interested to see what kind of adjustments they make in the second half. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Miami Heat. The Celtics aren't down by much after 2 quarters. And without question, they can put themselves in a position to win this game if they continue to rack up the assists. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Celtic.
To Walker. Curling inside. Runner here won't go down. Celtics have it. Kemba Walker lays it in.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen.
Screen left coming, screen left coming, screen left.
To Kemba Walker. Not that time. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Deep right corner. Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't get the bounce. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Gilgeous-Alexander. No good.
Got so far.
Kemba Walker tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Yeah. You got it, you got it.
To Walker. Has a chance. Shot won't go. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Gilgeous-Alexander. You've got to get that one to go. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good as they open things up to a 13-point lead. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes the screen. And the finish. Slam dunk. Deep 3 at the buzzer. And hits the first free throw. Knocks down the second free throw. Takes advantage of the foul. 3 for 3 at the line. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're... To Gilgeous-Alexander. Kemba Walker sizing up Butler. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tatum. Not that time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Gilgeous-Alexander. To Cantor. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And Ed, here's my offensive theory. More touches, more points. This is a fast-paced league. Either the coaches adapt or you'll be left behind.
Jimmy Butler, quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game.
Oh, and a putback.
He's a relentless scorer. It doesn't matter if you stop him once. He's going to keep coming at you time and time again.
Screen coming.
Right.
To Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander, keep an eye on this guy. Slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. And a throwdown.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Timeout Boston. They're down big in this fourth quarter. And a chance here to empty their bench. Walker to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's the Heat with the possession.
Go, my ball.
Enes Kanter rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Nice finish at the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Kemba Walker snatching it out of the air. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Heat with the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat came away with the victory in this one. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most